Good morning. Come on in, come on in. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Welcome to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. I'm excited to have you here this morning. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday so far. It's a beautiful day here in Florida, Jacksonville. I'm not sure about other areas of the country, but it is beautiful here. I'm super excited to be here with my health and strength this morning and be able to be on this platform with you. So good morning. And as you're on your way to your destiny, why not be the best you by following my basic principles to build your best life? As all of you who have been following me know, we have been talking about image all month. Image is so very important because people are looking at you. They are assessing you in under a tenth of a second. So that first impression, what are they seeing? And then your emotions, what are you saying out there that people are listening to, looking at your actions, all of these things. So what are some of the things that's going on with you? So what you see before you step outside the door, excuse me, is that the same thing that other people are seeing when they get that first impression? You know what they say, the first impression a lot of times is a lasting impression, that people will remember you by the first thing that they see. So we always want that to be a pleasant experience, something that's good, all right? Because we want to be remembered. When someone says our name, they want us, excuse me, they want us to be, we want to be remembered as that person that was saying the right things. They were dressed for the occasion. Their behavior was on point. The way they responded or treated others was on point. So our impression that we give others is so very important to our overall image. And that's what we have been talking about. So we're going to continue that this morning. And this morning, on Thursday, I talked about your different emotions and how you can say one thing to someone, but your face, your facial expressions, the way you raise your eyebrows, you stretch your eyes, bite your lips, all of that is saying something as well. So is that saying something totally different from what you are verbally communicating? It could. And sometimes we need to do that, and depending on the circumstance. And then others, we want to make sure that our words are matching our emotions. This morning, I'm going to talk about how your emotions impact your image. Now, has anyone maybe got angry and you were on the way to maybe take an exam and you just got totally angry? Now, how do you think that's going to fare? Or how did that fare with you taking the exam and you were just totally angry? Or have you been in a situation where, maybe you suffer from depression and you had a very important interview, it was a job that you were looking forward to getting that position at that company, and you were at maybe your lowest point, and it's like 5 minutes before your interview. How did that interview go? Are you being considered for promotion or scholarship? And the person that is interviewing you asked a question and you are like totally confused about what they're asking. What do you do? That's an emotion So you're confused. So is your face gonna show the, the deer in the headlight expression? Are you gonna freeze? What are you going to do? You have to be able to control those emotions. So a good thing to do in that situation would be to say, could you please repeat the question? That'll give you a little bit more time to get yourself together. And then maybe, your mind has strayed and you can get it all together, and then you understand the question and you can answer it appropriately. But the emotions that you exhibit can exemplify your image and make it just your best presentation that you could give of yourself, or it can tear you down. Remember, image is everything. So what are you showing others about yourself? Now, I know you've heard the term fake it until you make it. Now that depends on what you are faking. If you are aware of your emotions and need to guard your true feelings to make it through an important meal, interview, or conversation, that may be okay. However, if your emotions are on the downside, such as you are sad often, depressed, and worse, you have to own up to these emotions to determine what is causing them. What is causing my down? What is causing me to just begin to just laugh uncontrollably? And it's not appropriate time for me to be laughing, but I can't help it. What's going on? I have encountered several young people who walk around like they have it all together. I mean, they are always smiling, the life of the party, just positive, trying to keep it together. And so you sit back and you think, oh, that person, oh, wow. And remember I said, those of you who follow me, this is months ago, but like a lot of times we walk around and we say that we wish we were like somebody else, and we are really, like watching someone because we admire that person. We think that person has it all together, so we have our eyes on them. Well, here are young people that look like they have it all together. They're smiling, they're always positive, they're always trying to pull the other person up, only to find out that they are actually at their rope's end, and some even contemplating suicide. Wow, can you just imagine? So while this person really is hurting on the inside, probably for something that is going on in their life that is negative, one of those huge obstacles, and they just really don't know what to do. They want to throw their hands up really and ask for help. They need help, but they are just walking around smiling and helping others. So they are actually getting worse. That is one of those times where you don't want to show false or fake emotions. You need help, and you need someone there that's willing to help you. And I'm sure that there's a family member or someone close to you that is willing to help, but they can't help it. They think, oh, you're just happy-go-lucky, you have it all together, and you don't need anything. So if you don't need anything, then they don't know to help. And good morning, Peggy, Dan. I see you out there watching. Thanks so much. I know y'all are busy this morning, but I thank you for tuning in. And this is a good conversation. So, you have to look for those signs in other people sometimes. Maybe step up sometimes, and you have to be careful about touching people. I take that back. I was going to say maybe touch them, but, just approach them. You are always smiling. Now, are you really that happy? That might start the tears to flowing. Or that may, can I talk to you? Because they may not have anyone to talk with. So we need to be, our young people they're not our future. They are our today. They need to be on their best selves and building their best lives. So they have to be okay within themselves. So we have to be able to help them. So we need to look for those clues that will show us if someone needs that help. Because people get, swept up in their emotions, they overtake them, and then it can take a situation that would normally be okay, run smoothly, to just go berserk, all in the wrong directions. For example, if you tend to get angry quickly, it's not helpful to subject yourself to situations and irritating negative people that may quickly set you off. I know when I worked in corporate America, there was a young lady. It was just like every morning she wanted to see what button she could push to set me off. And a lot of times I would get angry. Of course, I was in management, so I couldn't yell or those things, but it did bother me until one day, I said, you know what? She is just trying to push my buttons. I have to stop allowing her to get her joy out of seeing me upset. So I just began to say, try to talk with her in a nice manner. But if she didn't, I would just tell her, you know what? Step outside my cubicle. Just come back later. Just leave. Because I could not allow her to cause me to do something that would disrupt my day and my career. I mean, what if she made me so angry that I said or did something that would cause me my job? It wasn't worth it. So, if you know that you get angry easily, you have to, avoid those people that just like to provoke other people. It will be your actions that people will remember, and they will reflect on your image. So while that person is the one that's wrong and they cause you to do something that is out of character for you, people that are around, they're not going to remember the clown, that person. They're going to remember you and your image. So your image is the one that will be impacted. So you have to be on your P's and Q's. Remember, it is always important to take care of yourself first. Remember, that was one of the first things that I began to tell you in these series a couple of months ago. Regardless of who is around you, whether you're single, married, have a significant other, you have to look out for yourself first. You are numero uno. If you don't take care of yourself and you're your best you, then you cannot provide a safe, friendly atmosphere for those around you, or do what you want to do to support them. So you have to be on your best all the time. And remember, your life matters. You are an important person. If nobody has told you that lately, I'm telling you now. You are important. Someone loves you. If you're in my space, I surely love you, because I love everybody and I want to help everybody and see everybody do well. There's not anyone that I wish to do poorly or anything to happen to them. So just know that you may not realize it, but there is someone that loves you. And, I know because of COVID and because of the workspace, days, years ago, I'll say maybe 20 years ago, if you saw someone having a bad day, you could walk up into them and say, can I give you a hug? Or just give them a hug. But now you can't do that because, sexual harassment, or they made me feel uncomfortable or whatever. Even though the hug might have been what they needed, some people just like to cause trouble. So they'll say, oh, they just made me feel bad. So you can't do that. But just know that your life matters. If you have to walk into your bedroom or the rest bathroom in front of a mirror and look at yourself and smile and hug yourself, you say, I know my life matters. I'm number one. Do that for yourself. And if, if you have written those affirmations like I asked you to do, that would be another helpful thing, because you are telling yourself every day all these positive things about yourself, who you are, where you want to go, what your dreams are. So that's going to pump you up and make you feel better about yourself. So don't forget those affirmations. If you are vulnerable and easygoing, some people may take that as a sign of weakness. Have you ever noticed that? Who do people normally pick on? Those that are very smart, they're studious, someone that keeps to themselves, someone that really looks nice or whatever. You have a soft voice. People, yeah, I can get that one right there. They're saying inside their heads, oh, that's somebody I can manipulate. To them, your image is hollering, I'm an easy target, I'm a pushover, I'm a sucker, I'm someone that you can scam, here I am. You don't want to live your life with, that sign over your head for people to think that. You have to live in a way that is going to help you to build your best life. You don't want to look down and downtrodden all the time. Smile, stand straight, look people in their eyes. Practice being strong. You can be stern and aggressive without being rude and nasty. And guess what? You've heard the saying, you can get more bees with honey. It's a smile that counts. Even when you have a dispute or something, you don't have to be mean or ugly about it or curse the person out using profane language. You can say what you have to say it in a pleasant tone. You will get better results. And I have to admit, I used to be one of those that would just fly off the handle. I would just get so angry and then one day I just stopped. And I never forget, we were having a function, a conference, and it was one of the ladies' birthday. So I had ordered her a cake. Running last minute, went to pick up the cake on the way to the event, no cake. Now, I wanted to do this for her. She wasn't expecting it. She didn't know anything about it. Now, I could have went in the store yelling and screaming, saying, what do you mean? I called blah, 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 because I write everything down. I called so-and-so on this date and I ordered it. And I was like, well, I did call, and the lady repeated everything back to me. She said, and ladies, well, I do have the order, but we just didn't fix it. So, okay, is there any way that you can do it now? I was calm. Fixed the cake up, didn't take 10 minutes. All right, ma'am, for your inconvenience, it's free. That was a blessing in disguise. Now, if I had went in there acting like a jackass, they may have told me, well, we're sorry we didn't get it done. No, we don't have any cakes of that sort. And just, we want this woman to get out of here. But because I presented myself in a professional manner, wasn't ugly or whatever, I was blessed. And so you can't let, ill things take over. You have to, that's one of those times where, sometimes I say you have to stop and think before you act, and you'll get better results. But all emotions are useful and they can pop up at any time. So, we talked about the anger, happiness, sadness, confusion. So those are emotions. They are in us and they are going to come out, but we just have to control some of those so they are not our detriment. An example of that, imagine you are in a lecture hall. And when I say example, I'm talking about you can control your emotions. And I'm going to give you a good example. I think it's a good example. But imagine you are in the lecture hall. The professor, most individuals have already got there. The professor is coming in. They're a little, I won't say they're late, but, time is of the essence. So they're coming down the stairs to get to the podium. They miss a step, and it looks like they're, in the movies when someone falls in slow motion, the books go one way, and they're trying to, not fall. So they're doing all these funny motions. Now, the first thing that is going to come to everybody's mind, they're not going to think about the professor and whether they're hurt or not. Everybody at your age is going to just start laughing. Oh, it's just, just hilarious, laughing so hard your side hurts. Now, that's an emotion that, just pops up. It's funny, because it's like a movie. You see these things in the movie or TV. But stop. The professor is falling. Now, let's just suppose that you're somewhere and that's your grandfather. Now, your grandfather is coming. They have something in their arms. They miss a step and they're falling. Now, are you going to laugh first? No. What are you going to do? You're going to jump up, try to see if you can help get there before he falls, if he's going to fall. And you immediately going to try to find out, is your grandfather injured? And you're going to insist that he gets looked at if you think it's necessary, right? So what did you do? You controlled your emotions. So now if you can control your emotions, because it was still funny, because he was doing it in slow motion, but it was someone you cared about. So you could control that laughter to find out if they were hurt. But I guarantee you later on that day, you as well as your grandfather had a great laugh, but you controlled it at that particular moment. So that's how we can control our emotions. So it's important that we do that. So make sure you control those emotions as needed. Use your emotions because they are a part of you, but just keep going. Hi, Johnny Mitzi. That's a new follower. Thank you for watching me this morning, and I hope you are enjoying my session this morning. So when you control your emotions, when everybody else is laughing and you're not, when everybody is just crying hysterically, something bad has happened, but you're able to just suck it up a minute, to do something that's necessary to get through that moment, it has a bearing on your image. You're strong, showing that you are the strong person, you are the courageous person, you are the caring person that thinks about others. So your emotion is very, very important. And as I hope that you have followed me all this month as we talked about your image, your appearance, all the components that go along with appearance, which is your appearance, behavior, and communication, and how all of that plays into your everyday life, your professional life, your personal life, you can be a brand for your company. All of that plays into your image. So again, remember, image is not just, what did they tell my son? Oh, your name is blue cheese because you dress so fine. Well, it's not all about the clothes. It's about, you don't have to wear name brands or anything like that. But your outward appearance you need to be clean, pressed, fresh, not smelling, hair combed, beard trimmed. If you have dreadlocks or any other hairstyle, okay, what hairstyle you have is clean. It doesn't matter. You can have whatever hairstyle you want. You can have it up, whatever, but it's clean, smells nice, you look fresh. But your outside appearance is not the only thing that impacts your image. It's much, much more. Non-verbals, verbals, emotions, gestures, all of those things impact your image. So remember, you are your image and your image is important. So thank you so much for tuning in this morning. And we have one more topic on image, which I will be doing on Tuesday. and that is Lasting Impressions. So that will be Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So don't forget that. Please tune in. Please like my Build Your Best Life page. Turn on your notifications so that you can catch all my Facebook Lives, which is Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m., Thursdays at 6:30 p.m., and Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. As well, if you have not gotten my book, Build Your Best Life, it is a wonderful tool for parents, grandparents, mentors, coaches, our high school age, our young adults. It is a tool that will help you, giving you basic principles to help you build your best life. So again, I thank you for tuning in. And as always, remember, as you travel on your journey to reach your destiny, there will be detours, rough terrain, and distractions. Don't let any of these negative aspects of your journey stop you. They will slow you down, but keep moving. Do whatever you can to overcome your obstacles and reach your journey to be the best you, so that you can build your best life. Thank you. Be blessed. Have a wonderful Saturday.